Hi, and welcome to the Divining Dream Hour. We're going to be waiting a little while to start at about 11 o'clock or so, a couple of minutes, and see if people are able to join the room. So if not, hopefully you'll catch the video later. I decided to do this in honor of Pluto going direct, and I started last night about 8:30 p.m. and I'm going to go today doing the signs of Aquarius on up through into Virgo. So the other signs are posted already on my page, MoonLight Divine, and you can check those out there. All right, so if you know your Sun, Moon, and Venus sign, then you will be able to check out the other videos that are applicable to your sign, understanding that your Venus placement is of utmost importance in your love life and what's going on with your finances and that sort of thing. So you'll want to check out and know that in your natal chart to be watching the corrective video that applies to your sign. So for now, I'm just going to begin. We had a long day yesterday of readings, and a lot of energies passed through all of the other signs. And so we channeled quite a bit yesterday, and I'm going to just clear the energy and prepare some of the cards while we're waiting a little bit. Time for your morning smudge. Ooh. Wow. Apparently they really want to get smudged here. They're all over the place. We were working with quite a bit of energy yesterday. So we'll just clear that up. And we're going to be doing the astrological sign of Aquarius today. A reading mainly about love, but whatever comes through, I feel like it's mainly about love for Aquarians. Okay. So I'm going to be doing the divining of the energy of your love life through the energy of Venus, and to help guide us through correct relationships. There is an art and a science and a spirituality to relationships that is coming to the fore, especially right now in the ever-changing times of our world. I feel like I wanted to do this segment because a lot of people are having difficulty going through the ups and downs that they're going to be facing in the next couple of years, especially the next couple of months. So managing maybe some influx of overabundance, I'm sort of feeling for Aquarians right now, is the main aspect of what you need to know. I feel like you have a lot of things, but you're not quite deciding on where you want to go and what you want to do with what you have. In fact, I'm not even sure that Aquarians right now on the dream time, I'm sort of picking up in their dream worlds that Aquarians need to focus a little bit on what it is they actually want, because you're very easily, Aquarians have a very good knack of just detaching it. What seems like, it seems like to the world that it's detaching, but it's actually knowledge of what things are and acceptance and just being in the moment. So Aquarians are really good about being in the moment. Working with the elements of air and at this time, birthing into the Aquarian age with the strong elements of water. There's a lot of movement I'm also feeling coming towards you. I feel like your dreams that you're having, Aquarius, they are vivid when you have them, but you don't seem to remember them often at this time. Your sleep seems to be interrupted as well, is what I'm picking up. But your dreams are showing themselves through your everyday life. That's another thing that my guides are expressing at this point, that you need to look at what's going on in and around you, and if you are not doing things where you know you need to, it's going to come around and bite you in the butt. Hi, how are ya? Welcome. That's good. So you'll have some understanding then about what he's going through right now and where you can support him. Yeah, if you know his birth time, then you can go to the natal chart and calculate his other signs, his moon and Venus sign. The Venus sign is what is actually applicable to a person's love life. So you might want to calculate that and then watch the other sign that's his Venus sign, where his Venus placement is. You got me? Okay. Oh, you guys got some amazing cards happening here, Aquarius. So this, I feel, is an intertwining of, I feel like it's an intertwining, so just going to get a little bit of the glare off of here. I'm not really sure if that's much better, but maybe a little. I'm sensing that as a couple, those of you who are Aquarius in a relationship, or the cross watcher, whichever it is, I'm going to be pulling a lot of cards for Aquarius. Absolutely. I'm sensing that those of you who are in a relationship with an Aquarian, or who are the Aquarian yourself, I feel almost though the Aquarians that I'm going to address in a minute, it's going to go with the ones that are in a relationship right now. There's an intertwining of the two of you and a working of the Kundalini energy, understanding creation together. So it's like your relationship is ready to go on to the next level. There's a higher purpose of why you are together. So I definitely feel that soulmate energy, and this soulmate energy is very progressive. So there's going to be a lot of changes, and the feminine aspect of that relationship I'm seeing is the one that is awakening the Kundalini energy. So I feel like the male counterpart has probably done work on this, and if they're not aware of it, then they've done it subconsciously. So they've awoken their Kundalini energy so that they can create much, but they want you to create with them. Now your partner wants to do it with you. So the feminine aspect, whoever is in the relationship, needs to learn to awaken it within themselves. So they got to take some time, self-care, self-nurturing, know what they want, know how to express it. That's the thing that I'm feeling, how to express within the relationship. So in the dream time, I feel like there's a lot of passionate energy that's building up within you that is unable to be expressed at this time. You want to be able to express it, so you're learning how to do that at this particular time. And this is what the energy, dreaming about the correct partner to have correct emotional expression. That's what Venus is telling me is important for you guys at this particular moment. So I want to go a little bit deeper into what Mother Gaia has in store for you, because I feel this is the healing energy that's going to come at you. So there's them and you. So I'm sort of picking up that the Aquarian may have had a father figure that has been very dominant in their life. They've given much advice. I feel like the person who has passed away has been sort of trying to guide you from the other side. This is the energy that I'm picking up, in balance, and they see where they have guided you, because I believe this is a father figure, has guided you in an ill way. So they're correcting now where you need to be in balance. I also feel there's an energy of a divine union growing. So I feel like whoever is the Aquarian is very serious and wanting to build the relationship on a higher level. So there's a spiritual aspect that's pouring in to this energy right now. And I'm seeing the energy, because if you're going to do the work and listen to the spirit energy of what the father that has passed away, or the ancestor that is there, very clearly going to come in through October, the energy that's there, if you listen to that guidance, and I feel like it's intuitive, but it's also a psychic connection. They're helping you, remind you of past life intuitively about what is correct and what isn't in this situation. And I feel like intuitively you know that you have a contract to fulfill with the partner that you're with, Aquarian, and that you're developing that on a very deep level. I feel like there is a birthing coming in. There's some offerings. There's a lot of passion being created and stirred through the Kundalini awakening, for sure. These two cards here are talking about the awakening energy, the sexual chemistry within two people within a solid relationship. If you're single, this is what's coming for you. I really feel it. And I also feel that if you are into any kind of a ceremonial magic of any kind, then now is a time to be doing that sort of work on the self to promote what you want. So I feel like some of you may be wanting this passionate energy to give birth to different things. One of them is a business stability within that, to create further stability for yourself, because I feel like you may not be really super comfortable with where you're at with work, a career situation, and that is the time for you to go inward. But you're also relying, I feel, on a partner. If you're not like in a serious committed relationship, you do have someone that you rely on, that you have a real true connection with. So that's always a blessing. That I do feel that this energy, this passionate energy coming in, also has to do with a physical birth, wanting to empowerment through the feminine energy, create balance within the masculine and feminine. That's what I'm sort of seeing. And it does happen because this Kundalini awakening is infinite. So it's not something that is, I feel like the contract in the Aquarian energy at this time, the soulmate energy contract is fulfilled. So you're moving on to divine union energy. I'm seeing this more and more within, and this is why I wanted to do these types of readings, because people are going, who are on the soulmate journey, are moving past the soulmate situation, and they're moving more into a divine union to create twin soul energy. So there's more understanding of working together within couples and what that actually means on a spiritual level. So I'm definitely seeing development that in that aspect for you Aquarians, and I'm definitely seeing help from your ancestors. It's a very good time to be honoring your ancestors this month. If you even just light a candle for them and say thank you for guiding me, and they're very closely guiding you. Your families are very closely guiding you from the other side. I'm definitely seeing that. And they're willing to grant you a wish. of what you want. So concentrate on what you want at this time. And I feel like, especially today, what do you really want? You know, Jupiter's going direct, and that's pretty massive. Those are some pretty big shifts of the wheel changing at this time. You have autumn coming in. The harvest is just ready. You have all the hard work that you've worked for, karmic energy balancing out. Some of it might not be good. Some of it is good as well. Most of it's good is what I'm seeing. And there's appreciation there for it. And I feel like you're coming out of this dark period. Sorry about all the glare. I'm not really sure what to do about that. But anyways, the best I can do is that. There. Oh, there we go. Hey, I did it. This is the energy of you coming out of the darkness and coming into balance with the ancestral help behind you. And I'm also seeing nature will balance your energy exponentially. So going out into nature is good. I want to bring out this sexual tarot magic cards because I'm feeling this passion energy. What are you going to build with it, Aquarians? What do you want to build with it? Go a little more direction. I feel whatever you're thinking of and the space that you're in is very serene. This couple is definitely serene, content, and ready to create more. So the balance is coming in within the two of you. I feel like there's some expression, obviously, that needs to be worked through, but I feel like more passion coming in for a specific reason of birth, either a physical birth or, and be cautious, I'm going to tell you. If you guys are really wanting to get pregnant, I see a multiple birth, like possibly twins or possibly to like quadruplets. I'm kind of seeing that, so careful what you wish for there, Aquarians, in that regard. But if it's a business, I feel like it's going to really benefit to a great degree. You know, Aquarians, you must, I feel like externally, there's some things affecting the energy stress-wise, but I feel you're really content within yourself. You have a lot of peace, and it looks a little like detachment to other people, but it's not that. Well, there it is. Okay. I'm going to go through these cards one by one here. I feel like in the dream time, you're dreaming of very great passion. It's come down through this channel of the Kundalini awakening and knowing that you need to create something right now, Aquarians. And then we have the energy of Pan flowing down from that. So we have, like, I feel like the energy of Pan, the sexual energy, is coming from the heavens above, awakening your Kundalini energy in the dream world. And you're actually working those energies out through the sexual chemistry that you have with your partner. So I'm also feeling like you're tired, Aquarius, and you kind of want someone to take the reins in the relationship. If you're feminine energy, you want someone to take the reins in the relationship and carry it for you in the passionate energy. You want them to make the effort. If you are a male Aquarian, then I'm feeling like you want to take control of what's happening in your relationship, and you can and you will. You're going to be a little bit more aggressive in nature. And I'm also sensing that at the feminine Aquarian, if you are being offered something at this time, especially this time by a previous relationship, you turn it away. You know, you see it for what it is, and it seems to be some false masks. Your wishes, you understand, are not incongruent with this past relationship. So you're really making the effort to move forward from this toxic energy. And as much as there might have been passion, I feel you think about this person a lot in the dream time especially, and you maybe meet on the astral plane. I feel like, you know, people who are working with that sort of energy, the soulmate contract is up, but one person is taking energy on the astral plane from another. And there are things and healings that you can do to dissociate your energy from that. I may put some videos or something up on YouTube concerning all those things, and some meditations, and maybe, I don't know, maybe make some appointments for people if they need healing or whatever. But I'm sort of sensing that you're protected, but you need to watch this in the astral plane, that this old energy doesn't pull you back and drain your energy of what you're in now. And I feel like it's mostly done on the astral plane. This is not done on purpose. It's done like maybe from past lives, karmic situations on different dimensions, but it's affecting your physical life here and now. I'm going to pull out Ask Your Guide cards. So I want to work a little bit with your guides a little bit further. So for Aquarians, for this Pluto transition, immediately affecting them and into the energy of the future, what they can work with so they can avoid the great difficulty or unneeded suffering within their life, especially in the areas of love. Also finances, I'm feeling. So I'm just going to pull this out here because I feel like it has a big story to tell. Your guides are, guides are really talking. So I feel like you have great loss and deterioration. So I was sensing earlier about the nature, going out into nature, and this is very healing for you. You must do this at this time. This is what your spirit guides are telling you in order to get over the loss of what you're experiencing through right now. I'm seeing a couple of losses happen here. I am seeing the loss of family, like a father figure. I'm seeing the loss of a relationship, a passionate relationship, but you know it wasn't healthy to begin with. It was toxic. So you knew that you were going to grow past it, but you just always had hope, but you've realized that at this time it's lost. It's not productive for you. I'm seeing that also there is the person that is the Aquarian, the partner is not as passionate as you are. So there may be some loss of sexual energy in that nature, and you know, looking at that, feeling a little deprived because there is a little bit of energy of deprivation happening here. So on the Aquarian energy, you may want more passion than what it is that you're receiving at this particular time. So I am seeing that you need to continue on, like you have some very serious leadership skills here going on, and then we have the devotion card. So we're going to put those loss and deprivation cards away, and these deterioration and leadership cards are the space where you're in. I do believe that you Aquarians are going to obviously birth the Aquarian age, so you're making the transitions, detaching easily to what needs to go and what has to come about for our new world to work correctly the way humans need to progress spiritually. Relationships are the basis for that, and you're going to bring that out working together. You're devoted to a very serious change within your life right now. I'm feeling, Aquarians. I feel like you have been suffering greatly and that you're exhausted. Pretty simple. So all of these things are talking about here. These guides are, there's prosperity guides, nature guides, healer guides, and teacher guides, and helper guides, and Holy Spirit guides. So the Holy Spirit energy, the masters of light, are all collectively helping you become the leader. That's why you're gone through the suffering that you've gone through, because without this suffering, you're not going to be able to teach what you need to teach in the near future. And if some of you are not, you're saying to yourself, I'm not a teacher, I can't see myself doing that, I don't have myself together. Well, guess what? You got devotion, because you've been through this deprivation and loss, and it is freaking exhausting. It's exhausting is what I'm seeing. So you're done. You're devoted to having a better life. You're going to do what it takes. I feel like there are angelic energies guiding you. The Holy Spirit energies, the Masters of Light are definitely guiding you through this suffering, and to pull yourself out of where you are. They literally are putting those steps in front of you one by one. If you pay attention to the signs, I'm telling you, I'm seeing that this is going to progress where you need it to progress the most. I am going to pull out the other dream cards that I have here, and I want to see a little deeper on the astral plane, what you are working with. I feel for the most part that you mainly work on the astral plane, Aquarians. You do all your work up there, like your dreaming states, your daydreaming states, your meditation states, your stillness. You may feel like you're spinning your wheels a little bit, but you're not. You're really making a lot of progress, and your stillness is actually helping other people, I'm sensing as well, Aquarians, this time. If you guys think about your questions, even just think about it, I will be able to pick up on it. For the most part, I mean, if this is a general reading, so I'm picking up on a ton of people's energies, and it may not be your time to have a message, but maybe necessary for somebody else. So collectively, that person may need that a little bit more at this time than you, and I think you're really good like that, Aquarians. So, a couple of cards have just popped out, but I'm sort of sensing those are sideline energies, and I want to get more to the meat of what's happening within your Kundalini energy, and some concentration on the astral, what may be distracting you, and yeah, and what may be beneficial for you to be concentrating on instead. I'm sensing that there's, like the cards that just fell out, the bird and the mouth. I feel like there's a lot of gossip in and around you. I feel like within the family unit, there's some karmic energy that's really being healed in the past while. And so I'll show you, I feel, and then we have the orange flower. So this, once again, the sacral chakra, Kundalini energy awakening. So whatever this gossip is going on within your family unit, I feel like it's all just talk, flamboyant talk, power struggles, and you don't really want to be a part of it, but you sort of feel dragged into it emotionally. So you may be mastering some emotional energy within the family unit and how to express yourself within family. The mouth is, I'm sensing the dreaming on the world is represented symbolically of the expression, or somebody giving you expression, or you're receiving expression. So this is awakening at the Kundalini energy for sure. I am definitely sensing that I need to go in a little bit deeper in this. Woo! My goodness. Some flying cards as of lately. So the spider web here. The spider, excuse me, not the web. The spider. So you're the person who is weaving the energy right now. So be cautious of your gossipy nature right at this particular time. And not even that, I don't even feel like it's gossipy nature. It's more the emotional energy of the sacral chakra. Pardon me. The emotional energy of the sacral chakra is trying to come to form. So maybe some shadow aspects might be coming up through gossip within the family unit. As you are the one that is weaving the web, be cautious because you have power. Watch your power, Aquarius. It is very powerful and it will spin a web that you may not be able to undo later. So I do feel that there's somebody who's either blowing smoke up your butt and it ain't cool and you're going to call them on it. That's okay, but watch that it's set in fact, not just what you're emotionally feeling. Because I feel like there's a little bit of off-centered energy, but then some of you just simply know. And if you, let's just say you just know that there's a certain situation and you're going to call somebody on this situation because you feel you need to right now for some strange reason with the planetary alignment. I don't know why you'd want to express yourself like that. But anyways, I'm just kidding. I feel like, Aquarian, that when you do express yourself within these lasting, obviously needed relationships within family, if they're toxic, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, healing toxicity within the family. If someone is a, completely toxic person, you can't work with them, you can't work with them. But at the same time, you know their measure. So you're going to act accordingly. But this gossip, I would be very cautious that it's rooted in fact, or even your thoughts can be gossip, So watch, because our ego right now, everybody's ego is big. Like the energy of ego is very big with the energy of Pluto going direct. So, understand that there's the negative traits of that may come out as well. And this is what I'm trying to kind of pick out so that your relationships go smoothly. You know what I'm saying? So I am sensing that there is some work to be done there within the self and truly visualizing what you want, so to awaken that Kundalini energy. Okay, so you need to really, if you're going to eat that energy, you better be where you want it to be, balanced, in that divine union. And that's what you're striving for. It's not even no longer soulmate energy that you're striving for. You're definitely striving for divine union energy. So that's a really positive progression, even though I feel it's been difficult and you've suffered a great deal in order to get to that space. So as a leader, lots of leader cards came out for you here, Aquarian. So, I feel like you need to take ownership as I'm shuffling the last card here. I was just going to shuffle to put them away, and this really pops out to me as jewel. So if you want the jewels, darlings, you must go out and get it. Have some confidence in where you are and what you do know. You do have a lot of good energy. You are extremely intelligent. You do converse very well. And so right now, just make sure that conversation is where it is going to benefit you. If it's negative, get the hell rid of it. You know what I mean? Like, force your brain to go in a different direction. That's what I'm sort of sensing here. And really focus on what it is you want to manifest. You are whatever you're going to concentrate on. I'm going to tell you, if it's negative, you're going to manifest it. That's going to be your jewel. But I'm seeing that you're going to change that. You're gonna pick that out easily. You're gonna detach from it. You're gonna just move away from it and grow past it. When you're able to confront the person correctly, I'm seeing here. Oh, look at what just fell out. Kidding me? Look at this. So I was saying, watch the energy that. So if you look at the energy of these two cards, one's like really like more vicious and hurtful. The other one, this is where I want you to be, in that calm state, maybe not receiving this, but transmuting it into a good positive light. So let the person may have lack of expression that is coming towards you, Aquarius, that has the more aggressive speech. But in the dream world as well, I feel like you're recognizing what is true and what isn't, and you're able to decipher, Aquarians, for the people that you're working with. You're able to see through the nonsense into the true root of the problem. And so the other person may not see it like you see it, so you have to be a little patient yet. I feel, while they're growing in past that, releasing the energy. I feel like the soulmate and growing into divine union. So for most Aquarians, that's what's happening. And I do see some births coming to light within the next couple of years as well in this Pluto beginning stages of things. So that's exciting. And I'm sensing that you need to get proper rest, proper nature, will help you tremendously with your energy, Aquarians. Just going to sit with this for a second. I'm feeling, I'm going to pull out some romance angels in a second. I feel that's all I need to talk about now. What will bring in some deeper romance within your life. I feel that's really what you want here. You know, Aquarians, I feel like you're feeling a little bit of neglect in that area. So in the one card, the god Pan came out, and he's a deity that will bring in passion, right? Like sexual passion, not just passion for creation, but sexual passion. When you harness your sexual energy tantrically, you're able to move and create whatever it is you want. And that's fact. So when you master that, who does that? Well, I don't know. Jesus did it, I suppose. You know, many people do. So that have created really great things in the world. And to tell the truth, I'm seeing capabilities of what you're capable of doing. Some of your thoughts on the astral plane are very capable of those levels of creation. So if you have a lazy mind right now, okay, a little bit is okay, but then you must sort of discipline your mind, is what I'm seeing, in order to create the realities that you want. So stop like procrastinating and get on it. I feel like the romance angels are sort of talking about you. Let it go, and very soon. So whatever it is that has been haunting you, I feel like you're letting it go, and very soon. And I feel like that is literally end of conversation as far as releasing somebody from the past. It just comes over you when you do it. So now I want to know what's going to bring in. So that's going to help you. Doing that's going to help you bring in the passion that you want to release that energy. And I feel like you've made up your mind. I feel like it's a lost cause that you had like sort of illusionary hopes about. And the concentration is on the reality now, and you know very soon things are coming to light. So get out there. This is your time. If you're looking for a new job, new business, your creative ideas, now's the time to release these energies up into the new year. And do not procrastinate to the new year to do this. Please do it now, because what you want to manifest in your passion, in your actual romantic, passionate areas of life, will not manifest if you do not put time into it. Sorry, the cards are just jumping out all over. So express your love within the person that you wish to have this correctly with, and that is expressing it back to you. If you're trusting someone, it's because you've built that with someone. They've earned that. And if you're trusting your own self, you're going to be able to express yourself in the way that you need to express yourself. You're going to trust that this is going to come to be of a higher divine union, not just soulmate, but a higher level divine union is what I'm seeing. So that's actually where the passion steps in, is that to put the trust in the self, raising your own Kundalini energy. When you do that, your partner's Kundalini energy will awaken in the passionate energy, because it's true divine union energy coming together. So I'm seeing here that we have past life relationship and worth waiting for. So if you guys have been having some trust issues from past relationships, the energy of that is you've let go of this energy within this month, and you're trusting some further angelic energies of ancestral energies to move you forward from past life. I feel like the past life contracts are up. You have to trust that it's over. That person effect is not going to be on you as great. You just have, I'm sensing like a warmth come over you, like an energy of forgiveness, of understanding on deeper levels spiritually. And when you have that, you're able to truly let it go. I feel like you keep saying, oh yeah, I let it go long ago. But deep down here, I'm sensing, Aquarius, you didn't let it go. And so, honestly, I feel like your ancestors are telling you it's really time, and we're going to help you master this emotional hurt energy that you've been coping with. And we're going to give you the past life relationship that you're waiting for. And so trust that that's it. Just continue to express your love correctly the way you do with your heartfelt situation, and things are going to happen very soon. That's what I'm getting for you guys. So, understand, I want to touch on this. I feel like there's a group of you here that are dealing with financial situations. Your finances are an extension of how we value ourselves. So it's about self-love in general. You cannot, if you're not loving yourself correctly, your finances are not in order. So you need to adjust where it is that you're loving yourself correctly in the right measure, in the right time. So that's what I'm sensing here, Aquarius. So if you feel that you don't have, then those are the areas of where you need to look and really like start looking at the things of what you do have that's good, where you are good at it, and quit putting yourself down. That's a form of self abuse, you know, with your thoughts. It emotionally affects you and shrinks you. And I see when it's shrinking, those negative thoughts are coming in, I can see your aura close, tight, wound up tight. Well, who wants to be around? Have you ever been around somebody who's so uptight? I'm not saying you're this, but this is an exaggeration, but I want you to understand what I'm saying. You're around someone who has like a real tight energy, and they're upset, and they're like fearful. They don't feel that they don't have enough. All this sort of stuff. When you have that, your energy field, your bubble is really close, and it's not moving, and it feels like tense. And when I go up against something like that, anyways, in particular, I just sense that this doesn't feel comfortable for me. This person is off, or something's going on, and you recognize it, and so you don't want to be around that. So that's what you're kind of doing in your situation. And so when you release things and let it go, then the energy is able to flow, and the light around you is able to move. I'm not sure who's dealing with this, but I just felt like a huge, when I said that, felt like a huge wave of nausea. And so somebody is probably dealing with some very deep issues that makes them feel almost sick to have self-care. So if you're needing help in any area, please seek professional help. Those of you that I just felt that with, because it's past now, it's gone, whatever that was. You know, I'm imploring you to go seek professional help where you need it, if you need some counseling. Okay, so I'm not sure who that's for, but there it is. And so where your finances are lacking, it's because of the lack of self-care. And when you respect yourself, whether you're in a relationship or not, then that energy flows out, and you're able to concentrate. So what it does is it frees up the energy that's robbing you and distracting you from concentrating on your creation. So if you keep consistently delving yourself into that gossip and problem and drama of financial blah blah blah, then all of that stuff will take away from your finances. It's that simple. And so I am feeling also some of you have dealt with somebody in the past that has done this to you financially, or they have done it. It could be the other way around as well, because a general reading. So it's a little muddled there. There's a little mix of you. Some of you guys have done it. Some of you guys have not. So you've been on the receiving end, and some of you guys have been on the other end of it. But I'm really sensing that there's a lot of healing that is taking place within yourself here, Aquarius, and it's time for that. And the reason why is because when you free up that space, what's coming for you is great potential, and divine union is amazing energy to be working with. So I'm excited for that for you guys, Aquarian. I do feel like you guys possibly, you know, could be really carrying a lot of weight of responsibility of correct relationships for the world, potentially in the Western world. I'm seeing that this is creating great change on a planetary level. So it feels like a wave of cleansing energy that you guys push through. That's what it sort of feels like. So know what you bring to the table, and have that self-care, self-love that's important for yourself, and then you're able to share that in balance with other people, you know. And so if you're feeling, you know, for cross watchers, if you're feeling your partner if this is, you know, working with what I'm saying, then you must make space for your partner to have self-care too. So that's important. If you are the person that needs the self-care, you need to lay that boundary down for self-care energy so that other people can know that you're very serious about what you're saying, and that you need to genuinely rest and to not be interrupted in certain time periods. That's what I'm seeing for you guys. So I'm just sensing to see if there's any more messages for you, and I'm sort of feeling like there is the masculine ancestral energy on the other side, letting you guys know. I mean, it's very general, but you know, they're very direct, and on the other side, they don't really mix a lot of words or talk a lot of fluff, for me, anyways. And what I'm sensing is that they're showing you a really big smile. This masculine energy has a really wide, like, genuine smile, knowing that of what's coming is good, and all that you've suffered through. I'm sensing that all that you've suffered through is the exact thing that you needed to appreciate what's actually coming to you. And they're like so excited to give you that message. I'm going to tell you, they're like I feel like I'm all excited about it too for you. And so if you picture me as in the fixed face of them, I'm telling you, that's how I can feel that energy move through me. So it is definitely a focus for you Aquarians to know that they got your back, and you are making the correct moves, and the suffering was not for nothing. Not for nothing. I'm seeing some energy of sibling rivalry, that sort of thing, and you're in the correct state of mind, but watch. They're telling me watch, the Aquarians, watch how it looks like jealousy to other people, but what it actually is an understanding of where people are actually at, and you've taken their mask off, and you just kind of want to say, listen, this is what I'm seeing, like, can you not see it? And then finally they recognize that, hey, this is what this is for real. And they're recognizing what you've seen, and then it doesn't leave that person who is manipulating people around them any really place to go. They have to confront what it is that they are doing wrong to people in some fashion. So that is definitely coming to the fore for you guys at this time. I'm definitely seeing that for you guys Aquarians. So you know, there's some ups and downs and weaves within the next couple of years, but in the next couple of months, for sure, I feel like if you concentrate on the things, the hard work and what you want, then that's the energy that's going to flow through for you at a very good level. So that's what I have for you for the transition into Pluto going direct, and I hope that was helpful and had some guidance for you, and thank you so much for joining me. If you find this helpful, please join me also on YouTube and subscribe for any new videos that are coming out, because I do post all different types of videos, and we'll be putting more stuff out on there that I don't generally put out here on Facebook, but every once in a while on Wednesdays and Sundays I'm going to go live here on Facebook as well. So hopefully we'll see you again, and we'll talk to you soon. If you need any other things like a personal reading, all the information's below in the description box, and just ask me what you need to through email or messenger, and we'll talk to you soon, okay, Aquarians? And remember, focus the positive energy and release all that old energy that's no longer serving you. Don't look back. That's not where you're going to find what you want. You know, that cup has been spilt over and empty long ago, and I feel like it's just like residual energies, your soul energies, like gathering and pulling your soul energy back together. And this and the gathering of all the soul groupings I'm seeing is great, and when you do that and you feel whole, you're going to mix with other soul groups and then create even more synergy on the planet. So you guys got a big job ahead of you. I know it seems like well, whatever that means, you know, you're like, who cares, you're not in that moment now, but understand that what you're doing now and the suffering you're going through has effect on the planet on a greater scale. So it's all very positive stuff here, Aquarians. And the only thing that I'm seeing is the way you speak to yourself, self-care, self-thoughts, literally like looking after yourself a little bit better, maybe even spending some money on yourself for a change, buying yourself some nice little gifts, or treating yourself to massage or whatever. It's not just that, just being out in nature, you know, that sort of thing is what I'm seeing is really helpful and healing for Aquarians this time. In the next probably 6 months. And if you're grieving, allow the space for grieve. The ancestors are telling me that you need to allow space for grieving. Those of you working with any kind of loss, whether it be a person, place, thing, object, whatever you feel attachment to, there's a process of understanding that you're detaching, and it doesn't really matter. It's just all illusionary anyways. And you can create whatever you want to create. That's what I'm seeing. That's the message. All right. We'll talk to you later, and bye for now. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to go and take a little break for the next sign that we'll be reading for, and we'll see you on the next hour. Bye for now.